Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. This is another of my short stories from the next edition of my book Soloists, short stories of introverts and outsiders facing a dilemma. This one is called The Collector. I trudged off the train and limped the 3 blocks back to my apartment above a candy store. Next to the door, I dropped my work bag that has my welding gloves, my pliers, and my speed square. I pulled off my knee brace and the truss that holds up my back. Even though I was sure I had some soot left on my face, I didn't look in the mirror. I didn't want to be reminded that I looked more like 55 than 45. Anyway, no one was going to see me. Tired as usual, I put a frozen dinner in the microwave and poured a glass of wine, what the experts insist are 2 glasses. A glass of wine is 5 ounces? I didn't want to go to sleep at 7 o'clock because then I'd get up too early. But I didn't have the energy, or was it the motivation, to do anything except turn on the television to whatever station it was on. It was Comedy Central, but nothing could make me laugh or even crack a smile. That's a typical day and night. The weekends are worse. I have nothing that I have to do, and I can't seem to make myself do anything optional, so I just hang around my apartment, watch TV, and take little walks. One Saturday, I walked downstairs and saw that the candy store had a sign. Valentine's Day is coming. Holiday help wanted. Apply within. I think that giving chocolate for Valentine's Day is sappy, but because I was bored and, I could use the money, I filled out an application. I wasn't sure I'd take the job, but if they offered it, I could always turn it down. But they did hire me for Saturdays and Sundays through Valentine's Day, and I figured, why not? The first few hours of my first day were what you'd expect, well-dressed people who could afford $32 a pound candy when Trader Joe's across the street sells a pound of Belgian chocolates in a heart box for $9.99. But then, an obviously homeless woman in a ratty cloth coat walked in and asked for a free sample. We're allowed to do that, and as I gave it to her, I tried to give her a kindly look. Maybe it was my imagination, a secret wish, but as she thanked me, she seemed to be a little teary, and then she plodded out. The next Saturday, she came in and the same thing happened. After she left, I asked my coworker who worked there full time whether the woman had come in during the week. No. The next Saturday was the day before Valentine's Day, and again she came in. I sneaked her 3 pieces of chocolate, and this time I was sure she was teary. It was just about time for my lunch break, and without her seeing me, I followed her out. On the street, she stopped to pick up a used napkin and a Doritos bag that people had dropped, and she put them in the trash. I followed her around the corner to the residential area, and a block later she saw a pile of dog poop on a parking strip. She pulled out a poop bag from her coat, cleaned it up, and carried it until she saw a garbage can and dropped it in. After another block, she turned up the pathway to a house. No, a mansion. At that point, I let myself be seen. No surprise, she was embarrassed, but after a moment to regain her composure, she actually asked if I'd like to come in. On her gorgeous living room table sat a heart-shaped bowl with all the pieces of chocolate I'd given her. She said, "It gives me more pleasure to look at your acts of kindness than the evanescent pleasure of eating it." I didn't know what evanescent meant, but I kind of got her drift. I had heard that some rich people hide their wealth by underdressing, but I had never seen that. I was intimidated by it all, and so I wanted to run out, and I took a step back toward the door, but she stopped me and asked, "May I take you out to dinner for Valentine's Day?" Honestly, my first reaction was, could she be my meal ticket away from welding, away from my ruined back and knee? And who knows, even though she's rich, maybe she's nice. She's not ugly, and it was sweet that she saved the chocolates. So I said yes. In any case, that short story is called The Collector. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.